What is happening, fishers? So with the summer fast approaching, a lot more after dark fishing is going to be done. The conditions are a bit better. So a lot of guys are going to be spending a lot more time out on the water after dark, seeing as the warmer months are ahead. But there are a few guys in the winter too, like us, that we do fish during winter in the dark. So what we have for all of you guys out there tonight, we thought we'll just show you all the different headlights available and why it is important to have a good headlight. I think a good headlight can make the difference between a successful fishing outing and an unsuccessful, frustrating fishing outing. I think nothing worse than having a headlight failing on you during a fishing outing, or inadequate light, tripping on the rocks, trying to rig up, do some knots, and you don't have adequate lighting. So I think that goes a long way. So this evening, we're going to look at a range of headlights that we personally like to use. There are other brands out there, Petzl, Black Diamond. LENSER is the particular brand we choose to use for a number of issues, right? Reliability, brightness, and value for money. But I think the main contributing factor why we decided to use LENSER is only one of the brands that offer a 7-year warranty. So off the shelf, if you buy the product, you get a 2-year warranty. Almost no questions asked, guys. And then if you register your device online, you get an extra 5 years packed on top of that. So you know for 7 years, if anything faulty goes wrong with your device, it will be replaced or fixed. I know in the past we've had, between Aaron and myself, I think 3 instances now that we've had some failures on the headlights where the headlight hasn't done what it's supposed to do. That's not a lot. If you think about it, you can probably say, yeah, 3 failures, but I think we've been using this product, I think Andrew will correct me, probably 6-7 years we've been using LED lenses for now. So over that time, fishing 30 hours a week at night, that's a lot of time on the headlight. We have sent the headlights back to LENSER, and within a couple of days, on all occasions, we've received a brand new headlight. I'm not going to say this is going to happen every time your headlight fails or you have an issue with it, but they do not ask questions. They seem to be very on top of their aftermarket program, which makes a big difference. So yes, you can go out there and buy some cheaper headlights. You can run down to your China Mall or your Chinatown and pick up a headlight for 250, 300 bucks. They're bright for the first outing. Second outing, they're not so bright. After 2 or 3 months of use, that headlight's going to fail to work. So looking at a LED LENSER, yes, it is a bit more of an outlay in the beginning, but it doesn't have to be a big outlay. They start from as little as about 600 Rand all the way up to about 5,000 Rand for their top end models, but you don't need a model in that sort of a aspect for everyday sorts of fishing. So let's look at the LED LENSER range, guys. First of all, we've had ours drop in the water. I've seen them tumble in the sea. I've seen one wash past me before. We fished with them in the rain. They're all they're all RP68 rated. So they're very well dust proofed and they're very well water sealed. So you can fish in the rain with them. You don't have to worry about the thing. You get home, you plug it in the chargers. Everything works to its best ability. They're very rugged. I've dropped mine a lot. The globes don't break. There's no breakage, no leakage of batteries or anything like that. They're all fully rechargeable, which is another reason why you want to look at a LED LENSER. All rechargeable headlights. There are the headlights out there you can go and purchase. But then every weekend you're spending 200-300 Rand on batteries. Within a month, you've already paid for a LED LENSER. So LED LENSER have a vast array of headlights and flashlights, guys. I've got 3 different ranges in front of me. We've got the MH range. We've got the, I think it's the H range, if I'm not mistaken, the H range, and then the HF range. So the range that we're currently using, Andrew and I both use a model out the H range. The HF range is a bit of a newer model, a bit of a newer range that has come in, more of a lightweight headlight. And then the MH range is a bit of a medium tier headlight. So how much light do you need for fishing? Well, light's pretty much rated in or measured in something we called lumens. So I'd say I run the H7, which is the headlight there in front of me. So that's a 1,000 lumen headlight, which is more than bright enough for fishing. So I'd say anywhere from 600 lumens upwards. I know the H15 runs at 2,500 lumens, which is super bright, but sometimes you need that sort of light. So anywhere I'd say between 600 and 2,000, 2,500 lumens is more than adequate for fishing. If you're doing some navigation on a boat, in some dark places, maybe 2,500, or you start looking at a 3,000 lumen headlight for really, really extreme situations. So besides that, let's run through the range. Let's pop one of these on here for you quickly. I'm going to show you nice and comfortable. This one's fit quickly. So I do have a big head, so I hope this thing's going to fit me. So something I like about the H range, it's got a 3-way strap. So it's quite nice and comfortable. You don't have, there's no wobble in the thing where you're wobbling your head and things like that, which is quite nice. Button on the side, indicator button to pop it on. Headlight on. And it's got a nice a twisty mechanism on the side for your brightness, to adjust your brightness. Your brightness will go down. And then so I've got studio lights here, I can't see too well. All LED lenses come with a boost mode. So if you click the button once and you click the button the second time, it goes on to boost mode, which depending on the model lasts a couple of seconds before it dims down to normal again. So that's a feature on almost all of the LED lenses, which is quite nice. So if you got your light at 50% and for some reason fishing you need to get your light on bright quickly, you don't have to worry about turning. Hit the button the second time and it'll put it on what they call boost mode. So let's run through all these different models. So let's start with the MH5. A nice little lightweight headlight. Be perfect for also the guys that are hiking and camping and things like that. Maybe not quite bright enough for the fishing aspect, but I'm not saying you can't fish with it, but I'd like something a bit brighter. Nice little compact unit. It puts out 400 lumens. It has up to 400 lumens. It has a beam distance of 180 meters and has a runtime of 4 hours and only weighs in at 94 grams. So nice and light, especially for those guys doing a bit of walking and hiking and camping. The MH7, a little bit bigger than the MH5. It comes with a 3 strap, which I like. The strap over the top of the head as well. But more of a heftier unit. It puts out 600 lumens on boost. It has a beam distance of 200 meters. And then it has a runtime of 7 hours at 400 lumens, which is a really long time. This is something you would like to look at fishing, where you're wanting about 6 to 8 hours out of a headlight to fish the whole night. And it weighs in at 129 grams. The H15R, the headlight that Andrew uses. I don't have the weight on this headlight. I know it has a runtime of about 6 hours to 8 hours on about 1,500 lumens. It has a boost mode of 2,500 lumens and is the brightest headlight we have on the table for demonstration this evening. I know there is an H19R as well, which goes up to 3,000 lumens. I know one of my mates we fish with has one and is a beast of a headlight. So something else to look out for. The H15 and H19, if you want top-notch, top-tier lights, those are the 2 models to look for. Then a nice, I think pretty much the perfect all-round headlight for fishing. The H7R is the headlight I've been using for the past couple of years. It has output of up to 1,000 lumens. It has a runtime of between 4 and 8 hours, a beam distance of 250 meters, and it weighs in at 259 grams. So nice, it's not too heavy, not too bulky, and this is pretty much what you want to be looking at from this upwards when it comes to fishing if you are doing some all-nighters. Moving on to the HF range, a bit of a lighter range, and there's some smarter headlights in this range. So let's go to the HF4, a very, very lightweight headlight, pretty much for the guys that are doing a bit of trail running at night or the guys that are doing some adventure races. Brilliant headlight to look out for that. It has a boost mode of up to 500 lumens, which is a lot of light from a small headlight. It has a distance of 130 meters on it. It has a runtime of up to 2.5 hours at 300 lumens and is super light. It weighs in at only 72 grams, so a nice lightweight headlight. Moving up from there, the H7F Core, a bit of a upgraded version of the HF4. Let's have a look at its stats on this headlight. We're looking at up to 600 lumens, beam distance of 160 meters, a runtime of 3 hours at 500 lumens, and it comes in at 126 grams. And then pretty much the fanciest, most up-to-date model we have on the table in front of us, the HF8R Signature. Just something with LED lenser. They have a core range, which is pretty much their standard range. They have a signature range where they've added some extra little features to the headlight that you would find in the core range, just to tweak it up a bit. It's got some more bells and whistles to it. So the HF8R comes in with a maximum output of 2,000 lumens, a beam distance of 270 meters, and a runtime at 900 lumens of 3.5 hours. Comes in at 194 grams. This particular model is Bluetooth activated, and there is an app that you can attach this headlight to. It has multicolor lights, so there are programs you can run from the app on your phone to the headlight, where you can actually get the headlight to switch on at certain times. Guys might think, oh, that's weird. Why? You can use a headlight for a silent alarm in the morning. In the tent, you can get it to switch on. You can, I know there's ways of programming Morse code things into the headlight, where if you're in an emergency, you can go onto your phone. If you don't know Morse code, type a message in this headlight, will flash it out in Morse code for you. So there's some crazy features that the app that you download on your smartphone and this headlight can do. Okay, guys, so just looking at price range, a lot of you are going to think, wow, man, how much do I have to spend on one of these headlights? Well, we're going to start at the smallest boy on the table. This is coming in at just under 1,000 Rand, 995 Rand. From there upwards, you're looking at the MH7, you're looking at 1,600 Rand. But I think for the guys that are pretty much, we are fishing shows, so fishing related, I would say those are okay, but I'd say rather look at the H7R core range for fishing. The headlight I currently use is H7, you're looking at 1,500 Rand from this particular store that we borrowed these models from. I think that's a great model to use. I think the H15 comes in at about 3,000 Rand. I might be mistaken. Please don't hold me to the prices I'm saying. And then on the core range, I think they're starting at, let me just find the price again, guys. I had it somewhere. Okay, that one's got no price on. We'll go for the bigger model. You're looking at about 1,100. So I'm assuming this is coming in just under 1,000 Rand as well. And then the HF8 Signature, listen, is a bit more of an expensive model. You're looking at 3,000 Rand, but it does have all the bells and whistles. So as I mentioned earlier, if you have 600 or 800 Rand upwards to spend, you're definitely in line at looking at LENSER. I'd say go out and get yourself one. I promise you it is life-changing. I fished with so many different headlights before I was introduced to LENSER. I spent crazy amounts of money on batteries, replacing headlights. My headlight's not working. One wave washes over my headlight, stops working for the evening. My evening's fishings or my weekend aways fishings destroyed. So definitely, I'd say invest a little bit in the headlight. Super important piece of equipment. It's going to keep you safe and save you lots of time and money, guys. Anyway, so until next time, we see you all soon. Cheers.